Hello and welcome! This video is about Path of Glory Renewal, or Revamp as we have come to find other sections of the game called. But in this video we're going to cover the patch notes on what has changed. For new players, we're going to tell you how this works, what you should focus on so that you know what's going on. I'll show you changes in Rift 14 and 15, Gemstones and Emblems, the whole works. So if you are new to what Path of Glory can do for you, this is the video for you. And if you're a regular or veteran player, there's still some value in enjoying this video. So without further ado, let's get started. Here we go. So the first thing I wanted to do is show you where your emblem is located. It is right here in the top left corner, and when you have it and you equip it, this is where you can always find it. When you tap on it and open it up, this is what appears. It shows you your emblem, and there are gemstones that you can slot into your emblem, a total of 5, and we will cover what those are and what they can do and how you slot them. But I wanted you to just know first that this is where you're looking for when you equip your emblem and where it's located. So let's move on. And this is the color order for the emblems. You start out wanting to get an orange, and you ultimately go to red, then to pink, then to that bluish color, and then the purplish color, which is eternal. And let's go into detail on how you get each one. Here we go. So the orange emblem is given out as a reward when you complete any rift. So rift 1, starting out, you finish it, complete it, and that's going through all 10 of the waves. And when you survive and they don't breach through your door on the right hand side, then you will get a orange emblem as a reward. And sometimes in the event info, just by doing it, you can also be given a orange emblem too. So not all the time, but be on the lookout for that. Let's move on to red. So to get this emblem, there are 2 ways to do it, and that is it has a chance to drop when you complete rifts 1 through 10. It has to be 1 through 10, 11, and it's gonna disappear as part of a loot reward. The other is when you do any rift and complete it, say 20 times, you know, if you're starting out and you just want to keep going and build that up so you can go into Tooth's Nest, when you go into that part of it for the first time or any other time, then you will walk away with a red emblem. So those are 2 ways you can get it. Let's move on to the pink. And for this one, getting the pink emblem requires farming and dedication. Sometimes it's easy for some and others not so easy, so it gets a little tougher. You have a chance to get this emblem when you complete rifts 1 through 20. So if you are doing any of those, then there's a chance it will drop for you. The other way is if you go for Tooth's Nest, you will need to keep doing this fight one at a time to build up the Everfrost energy. So when you tap on Tooth's Nest to go into it, in the picture, look at the bottom and it says Everfrost energy, and it gives you a clue on how strong it is and how close it is, so you can observe when you see it snow in the area where you're fighting. Then you're guaranteed a pink emblem after completing the fight. So if you have 20, if you can go into it, say 20 times, just do it one at a time. There's no more multiplier anymore, so I'm pretty sure you don't have to worry about this. But the more you get in, the more you increase your chances to get a pink emblem. So you're knocking out 2 things at the same time, is doing a rift 1 through 20, to get a material to enter Tooth's Nest, and when you build that up to 20 Tooth's Nest materials, then you can go into that and build up your opportunity to get your pink emblem. So let's move on to the Chaos emblem. Here we go. And for this one, Chaos Emblems are crafted. You can get to the crafting screen from gameplay by tapping on, to bring up the menu, tap on Craft, then you go to Gear, and then once you are on the Gear tab and you tap Others, then the very first one, it's normally highlighted, is Emblem, and you'll see the Chaos Emblem options and the Eternal Emblem options. So you have 3 ways to craft this emblem. So you already have a pink Emblem of Glory that's needed. So to do it, the 3 ways are with a Chaos Emblem schematic that has a chance to drop by completing rifts 11 to 25 and also in Tooth's Nest. So if you're at the point where rift 11 to 25 is no big deal and you're able to do it, then you are giving yourself a chance that you will get a Chaos Emblem without having to do any of the other options. Number 2 is with a Chaos Jewel, you have a fixed chance for success. So with your pink Emblem of Glory and a Chaos Jewel, you're rolling the dice to see if you can get a Chaos Emblem. If you don't, then you get a material called Faded Glory. So it's not a bad thing, it's actually really good, and it rolls into number 3. So let's go to it. With 7 Faded Glory, you will change your pink emblem into a Chaos Emblem with 100% success. And that is 7 times. So just if you fail 7 times, then you come down to option number 3 and you get it. So either one of these that you want to do, it's up to you, but these are the ways you get a Chaos Emblem. So let's move on and show you how you get an Eternal Emblem. Here we go. So for this one, Eternal Emblems are crafted as well. You can get to the crafting screen from gameplay by tapping Craft, Gear, Others, and then Emblem. And you have 2 ways to craft this emblem. The first way is using 25 Void Scent Eye. They're located when you are farming in Everfrost. There's a chance it'll drop, so you get it that way. You can go to, I believe it's pronounced Ailton's Defense. That's a tough one. So if you attend that, there's a chance, or you do get a Void Scent Eye. Believe it or not, I haven't even done that yet, but I need to. There's a weekly quest. If you are in, one of the towns, you talk to this one guy. Sorry, I'm very shady about that, but there's this one guy that says, hey, if you cook up fried smelt and you turn that in, then he'll give you 1 Void Scent Eye a week. So that's definitely worth it. And then there is Mirrorwalk Labyrinth. We can only go into that once a month, and the rewards are 2 times because we used to be able to do it 2 times. So now they just condensed it to just do it once and you get the rewards. So this is how you get a Void Scent Eye. And then Chaos Jewel, it's located, you need 5 of those, in Hadum Realm. So if you're farming in Hadum's Realm in South Valencia or after, what that means is go to South Valencia if you have the CP strength to fight in there, or after that, leading into Camisylvia, you're golden. Anytime you're in Hadum's Realm and just farming, there's a chance that a Chaos Jewel will drop. So just pay attention to the loot rewards in the map and the monsters you're fighting to see that, yep, I have a chance to get one here. The third item is Akrad. You need 15 of it, and again, it's located in Hadum's Realm, and this time you're farming in East Valencia. So the CP is, I believe, higher in East Valencia, so you need to make sure you qualify for that or after, like Camisylvia and Dregan and everywhere else after, which is a higher CP zone. You can attend Black Sun and in the Great Desert and obtain it through a reward. You can go into Twisted Nightmare, which is a PvP area where your guild participates, or as many of your friends as you can go in there to survive and hopefully come out with a Akra to show for it. There's Co-op Rush, Often Tet, and Garmoth. So the two that we currently have to choose from will yield an Akrad as a loot reward if you attend it regularly and you go and do the fight. I believe you have to win to get the loot, so do your best. And the next one's World Boss, Ahib's Griffin, and Katzveriak. I believe that's how it's pronounced. If you do these two world bosses, sometimes people come along and help you out that are overpowered. When you beat them, there's a chance that you'll get an Akrad as well from those two bosses. And Chaos Rift 2 or above, if you're looking at the world map and you see these glowing purple areas, those are Chaos Rifts. You need the CP to qualify to get into them. So the second one or any one after that, and this is a loot reward when you are done. Reclaim, I don't have a lot of knowledge on how that works. I think it's just recycling materials that you have in the craft section of the game. I believe so. And then last but not least, Hidden Banquet Hall. If your guild achieves a location on the map that has a hidden banquet hall, then they open it up for the whole guild to enjoy, and you get this as a loot reward. One of these days I'll see what that's like, but that is one other way to get the materials that you need to just complete number 1. So let's move on to number 2. And so if you fell out of your chair going, oh my gosh, that's a lot of materials, and you want me to do what to get all of that, then you can shoot for option number 2, and that is using the Eternal Emblem schematic. And it's only located as a drop, located in Rift 21 to 25 with a chance that it'll drop, so you would obtain one. When you do, money in the bag, you can go craft yourself an Eternal Emblem, and there it is. However, your family CP needs to be strong enough for Rift 21 to get into this window between Rift 21 to 25. And just take a look when you're there at the difficulty all the way up to number 21, and you'll see how far you need to go unless you're already there. So this is the overview of all the emblems, and what we're going to do now is go into the patch notes to understand what is different. Here we go. So you'll find all this information on the March 26 patch notes, and we're gonna scroll down to the information we want to focus on. If you want to read about the new section called the Restricted Zone, be my guest. It's kind of for high CP players, and once I get to that level of CP, I will definitely make a video about it. But here we are, the developer's commentary for the content revamp of Path of Glory. Go ahead and pause the video if you would like to read it and enjoy it, but we're gonna go ahead and move on and move down, and here we go. So everything almost looks the same. As you know, the multiplier is now set to 1, and the total number of rifts remains at 25. What is different is Rift 24 and 25 is a higher family CP requirement. So 310,000, 330,000. I don't even have it that high, but everyone needs goals, and we can work towards it. You can obtain emblems at a set chance upon completing rifts. So we covered all of this in the previous slides. Rift 1 through 10, you get a chance at, you will get an Emblem of Brilliance, the orange one. You get a chance at the red one, which is Radiance, and the pink one, which is Glory. So Rifts 11 through 20, you get a chance at a Chaos Emblem schematic. You will get an Emblem of Brilliance, the orange one, and a chance at the red and the pink, which is Radiance and then Glory. So rifts 21 through 25, you get a chance at the Eternal Emblem schematic, Chaos Emblem schematic, and you will get an Emblem of Brilliance. That, once again, it's the orange one. The red one is Radiance, and the pink one is Glory, and those two, Radiance and Glory, is at a chance. So you will double the rewards obtained upon completing the rift. And as you see, they remove the rewards multiplier, and no more alchemy stones will be part of the Path of Glory. So we'll have to get them elsewhere. No worries. We'll cover that. So let's see. Moving on, the enhancement level and gemstones of the Chaos Emblem used as the material will be transferred. And as we scroll down and get to the gemstone section, I have a video I want to cover all about that. So moving along, you can craft a Chaos Emblem using Chaos Emblem schematic. So we know all of this and covered it. This is just where you go and what you do. We did that in the slide. So moving down even further, it shows you, it actually confirms that if you are trying for a Chaos Emblem and you make an attempt with a Chaos Jewel and your Primal Emblem, your pink emblem, and you fail and you get a Faded Glory material, after 7 times, it's guaranteed when you go to do it. So moving all the way down. Now, it does show the equipable gemstone enhancement level, and what I'd like to do is take a moment to show you all about gemstones. So let's take a break from the patch notes and go right into that. Here we go. So from gameplay, you would tap at the top right corner, and then you would go to Emblem. Right here, you just tap on that. And when you go inside, you'll be presented with 3 things to do. Enhance is enhancing your emblem that you have. Transfer is if you're in a new season, you're transferring all your progress to the next season emblem. And gemstones, this is where we're going. So I slowed this part down so I could talk about these gemstones. First of all, when you're starting out, you're going to want to unlock Gemstone of Valor. There's a certain level you need to be with your emblem to unlock that, and once you do, then you can start putting material into it to upgrade it, and we'll get to that next. The next thing is when your level for your emblem reaches it, then you unlock the next one down, which is Gemstone of Equanimity. I believe that's how it's pronounced. And then the next one is Gemstone of Ferocity. And then I personally just unlocked Gemstone of Tenacity. You have to have Emblem of 27. And then we will get to the very last gemstone, which it shows you need to have 300 total refinement of all of what you've done to unlock that last gemstone. So from top to bottom is how you unlock all of these, and it's through upgrading your emblem in level you will unlock each of these gemstones. So let's move on and show you more about this. And if you accidentally remove your emblem, no worries, just tap on it again. It'll get placed right back in there and you will see where you're at with your gemstones. Now on the left hand side is the material you use to upgrade your gemstones. And if you tap on that, need more, it shows you. You get this from the material from Path of Glory and from Tooth's Nest. It's called Tooth's Breath. So you need a certain amount of this to be able to upgrade each of your gemstones, but they go up, it doesn't go down. So it's just success or fail. And for total gemstone refinement, all the way at the bottom, let's bring in a calculator for that. So while the calculator comes up, allow me to say that as I unlocked each of these gemstones, it's your choice which one you want to upgrade. You can spend all your material and time on Gemstone of Valor and then move on to the Equanimity one. It's however you want to do it. You can balance it out, each one. But what we're doing is we're adding up the plus to defense and plus attack. The first stat for all of them and seeing how close we need to get to plus 300, which is we need 72 more points, and I'm going to be putting that into ferocity. So let's move on. So as you get comfortable with the Path of Glory and you start collecting orange emblems, because you already have one, you don't need another one anymore. You come to your Black Spirit, you go to Dark Energy, and we turn those into material so we can upgrade our emblem even further in level. So you auto select the orange ones, and that is what it's showing you, the material you'll get. You tap Absorb Energy, confirm, and you have material called Badge of Glory that you can use once again to upgrade your emblem higher. So now I'm going to give you an example of upgrading that emblem. We're going to upgrade mine, and when you get higher in level, it doesn't go up in level so fast anymore. So sorry, I don't mean this to be discouraging to you, but if you want it to be high, you gotta put in the work. So I have 2,238 material, Badge of Glory, and we're just going to tap and apply it. See, percentage doesn't go up very high, but if you did make it to 10%, you have a chance to tap on Enhance and take a shot to see if you can level it up at 10%. But let's go here to preview gear and show you that your emblem goes all the way up to plus 50. And this is the stats for attack and defense. When you make it that high, let's just say you gotta work at it. So let's move on. And coming back to the patch notes, this section now makes sense with what they're talking about with gemstones. And from Emblem of Glory, which is your pink one, going up to Chaos and going up to Eternal, which is the best. It is showing the levels that you need your emblem to be to unlock Gemstone of Valor, Gemstone of Equanimity, and Gemstone of Ferocity. So as I highlight here, for the Chaos emblem I needed to get emblem at level 27 to unlock this gemstone so I could start increasing its stats with my material. Again, that was the Badge of Glory material, and you saw how we get it. So now let's talk about these schematics and what is wonderful about it. Here we go. I do definitely want you to pay attention to the wording here, and that is you can obtain an Eternal Emblem schematic or a Chaos Emblem schematic at a set chance upon completing Tooth's Nest. So this means that Tooth's Nest is now not just a place where I want to get my pink emblem so I can upgrade it to Chaos and move into Eternal. Now there's more meaning behind going to Tooth's Nest because you're now farming it for these schematics. And even when you have an Eternal emblem knocked out, you're still going to farm Tooth's Nest because what is below, and that is the Eternal Emblem schematic, which is the best one you can get right now. If you give it to the Black Spirit and you have him devour it to give you materials, you're getting Badge of Glory materials to upgrade your emblem, and you're getting Tooth's Breath material to upgrade your gemstones. And 125 is really good. You know, I really wish I had this earlier, but they have it now, so that's great. And if you get the Chaos Emblem schematic, 8,000 Badge of Glory is still, when you're starting out, that's huge. You're gonna skyrocket up there. So I want you to feel excited now that you're going to Tooth's Nest. You're gonna walk out of there with something that will help you improve and level up your gemstones or your emblem. And of course, they hit you with the big one at the end, which is these things. Badge of Glory and Tooth's Breath are registerable on the market. So there's an opportunity for the veteran players and the regular players too, if they just are like, I have my emblem and my gemstones where I want it. What am I gonna do with all this material? I really don't need it anymore. Which is kind of hard to think that there are people out there that may have that scenario, but they need silver so they can upgrade their gear. It costs a lot of silver, so they're gonna put this stuff on the market to help themselves out. And you're gonna be grabbing it as fast as possible because you want to get up to where they are. So win-win for everyone, badge of glory, and 2 spreads registerable on the market. So below that is just what they did for all the people that had passes and all sorts of material stuff that they didn't use it up. What they did is they turned it into what's called old stuff and allowed you to get something for it. And with that, if you want to read about those details, be my guest, but let's move on and show you more stuff. Here we go. So as this video loads in this next scene, it's going to go a little slow. I wanted to explain that Rift 1 through 14 is a specific style. It's one road. Your adventurers and family members are on it, and they're defending a gate that's behind you. And by the way, I apologize. I said that the multiplier is stuck at 1. It's not true. So be aware that you want it to be on 1 when you are trying to go up in Rift levels, or you can use them all on the Rift you feel comfortable about. But going into here, I wanted to show you that this specific style is you're defending one road section. And if you make a mistake and you're like, oh, I didn't want to get into this, don't worry, you can go to the top right corner and exit out, and your passes and stuff that you used will not be used. You can easily go in, exit out, and if you made a mistake, it's when you finish it and you accept a reward, that's when your season passes and all the stuff, the multiplier is used up. So with that being said, this is the one style, the one road style. Once again, Rift 1 through 14. And the other one is the 2-lane style, which there's 2 lanes or 2 roads that go straight and they crisscross and they go to back to 1, which is the gate that you're defending behind you. So I'm going to show this to you now, and it starts at Rift 15. All the way up to 25. It's this style right here. So you choose where you want your family members to be, and once again, if you made a mistake, you can easily exit out. So let's show you more stuff. Here we go. And I just have to add this into the video, and that is, where can you get more season passes? You go to the Pearl Shop, CP Essentials Shop, and there it is right there. For now, Elite Essentials Pack. It has Path of Glory Season 10 entry passes times 15. I'm not encouraging you to spend real money to get these things, but I am giving you the knowledge of where you can find it. So please don't go broke. You know, Pearl Abyss gives you a lot of materials the higher in level you go. So if you are desperate for that and you have the budget, be my guest. Here is another place you can find it. It is the gear shop, or selection shop, and add-ons shop. And for black pearls, you can get it. It is three times per week that you can get a pass. So 3 passes a week for black pearls. Not bad, not bad at all. So once again, this is not real money, but you really, I always tell people, save your black pearls unless you really need it. So let's move on. So what we're going to do now is move on to something fun. If you're new, I want to show you what Rift 1 looks like during the battle. So I know my guys are OP, like they're overpowered for Rift 1. One of the guys could probably finish it by himself, but I at least want to show you what it's like and let you know that you should put your people in this column so that you can get them healed when you upgrade the statue. And if you're like, what? If you look at the bottom right corner, you see the icon that next to the cross? When that gets 15 energy from killing the bosses, and you tap on that, you upgrade your statue. Level 1 is it slows the boss monsters down. Level 2, your group is consistently healed. See, I've earned 15 energy, and Guardian Statue of Elion is what I'm talking about. So I at least wanted you to know that this is a winning strategy to focus on that for level 1 and level 2 that heals your party. And the rest is all you. So what I'm going to do is enjoy the rest of this fight, and we will move on to the next one, which is the other style and how I handle that. Here we go. And with that, the battle is done. So let's go ahead and move on and show you what Rift 15, actually I went a little higher than that, what that style of the 2-lane roads is like. Here we go. So I decided to go with Rift 21, and it's because it has the schematic that I was looking for, so I can upgrade my emblem. And this is a little hard to admit, but this is the first time I am actually fighting this style. I have hardly no experience with how to handle this, so be kind. I'm trying it for the first time, and I hope it all goes well. So enjoy, and this is what the 2-lane road is like. Here we go. And whew, that was, wow. That was quite the experience. Thank goodness there's only 5 waves. So with that, let us move on and see what I mean? You get an orange emblem and 2 SNES pass, so gotta keep working at it. So let's move on to our outro. Here we go. And on behalf of Archmage and myself, Magi, I'd like to say thank you. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like the videos on my channel, please like, subscribe, let people know I am always making more videos and there are always more videos left to do. So once again, thank you very much and you have a great day. Take care and good luck in Path of Glory. Bye now.